I don't know if you guys could see those two couple. The one in the front is a lady. She has a brand new baby on her, and that's the baby father. This is why, guys, it's just so important to learn to communicate. She was actually over there, and he followed her over there. I heard the reason why I'm watching what's going on with her, if I need to call the cops, seriously, is because he's been following her. She asked him to leave her alone, and he's still following her. And it could turn into a domestic violence situation. He's still walking behind her. She has the little baby. Now she's walking on a fast pace. You guys can't see because there they go. I just hope you don't hit her. It's so important to learn to communicate and conflict resolution. I just hope it don't turn into like a serious issue, but I just took the time out because, like I said, she was right there. And being a domestic violence victim myself, I looked out the window, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And I would have called the cops if I had to, because she do have a little young baby. Guys, just be very careful out here. Like I've always said, this is what's going on in the world right now, guys, is generational, it's spiritual as well. Let me just say, I've seen like so many. I forgot the name of. It's a celebrity. Two celebrities fighting in a bowling lane. One young man confronted the other young man, and it was supposed to be a verbal conversation that turned into a physical interaction. And it was so many people in the bowling alley. People were running everywhere. Thank God they didn't shoot. But I just think that what's going on, especially in the African American community, and Hispanic community, what we don't understand is if we continue to act like this, it's just going to be nothing but chaos for us. People are not going to want us to come in certain location, certain events. It's really going to be bad for the whole group in a whole. And that's bad that we all have to be judged based on a few people's character flaws. Now, what I have to say about this whole violence that's going on in society right now with our young people is that the older people, we're just sitting back watching when it all starts within the household, because if things are going on in the household and it's not being addressed, of course it's going to spill out into community. Like I said with the young lady and her child's father, or whoever that guy was, I can't tell, but I'm just assuming that it's her child's father because she have a very, very young baby with her. You got to really be careful who you get involved with. You're laying down with someone just because you see them and it's the physical attraction, you don't know nothing about them, and then you have a baby with them, and it's your whole life is hell. You find out that your whole life is hell because these people don't know how to communicate. They don't have God in their life. They don't have a good family background. You know what I mean? It's just like chaos everywhere in society. It's so much to talk about. It begun with me seeing the young lady needing help on the street. She has her little baby on her. He would be really stupid to hit her with so many cameras around here. But let me just say, it's so many people, like I said, get involved with people just because they want to have sex. It's so sexualized, you know what I mean? And it's much more than that, because remember, when you have sex with somebody, you're getting a soul tie with these people, all right? But it's spilling over into society, guys. Whatever is going on in your household is spilling over into society. And we all have to start with each one of us. I'm talking about each one of us have to start on our own level. Look in the mirror and deal with ourselves. If you have a mental disorder, you need to go and get help. You need to actually sit down with a counselor and get help, because it's really bad. And if it's so bad now, imagine what's going to happen for maybe even 2 generations down the road. Let's just start with 2 generations, because all of us now can see what's going on. People are going to events and they have an issue and they're making it affect everybody else. And you might say, oh, this doesn't have anything to do with me. Yes, it does. Because one lady this morning in the Chase Bank, her account was overdraft, and she decided to jump over the counter and take the money out of the drawer herself. Guess what's going to happen to the stupid lady that wasn't thinking? That's a federal charge, going into a bank and taking anything or disrupting anything in the bank. So she's going to have a robbery charge now. God knows how long she's going to get to jail for that. She's probably was just a hothead and thinking she was getting away with things, but now you're going to go to jail. There's no coming out of that. And then the guy in the bank, just to say, you say it don't affect me. The guy in the bank now over the counter, he's going to have a lawsuit because nobody in the bank, it wasn't a security guard there. The manager didn't defend him, and the lady just walked out of the bank. Like, she just walked out, but guess what? They have her information, so they will be picking her up at her household. Just so stupid things, guys. I feel like we need to take a breath sometimes when we're upset. Just take a breath, walk away, and regroup. Because I feel like we're making so much silly decisions in our life. And guess what? The little young kids and the youth, they are watching us. And if we don't know as adults how to resolve conflicts, what do you think is going to happen to them? No wonder they go in gangs. No wonder they want to bully people. Because the people they looking up to, don't know how to resolve conflicts. So if they see us like going cuckoo for Cocoa Pops when we resolving a conflict and don't know how, two adults don't know how to communicate, what do you think is going to happen to them? Yeah, they're going to go out, bully people, like what they say, hurt people. You gotta, each of us gotta look in the mirror. We gotta get better. Do you think, okay. So with all of these things going on in society, example of the young man, the example of the lady that went into Chase, and just the example of chaos. So you go to jail. So now the government is telling you what time to get up, what you could eat, when you're going to get out, if you get out. You got to control yourself. If not, the government is going to have to come in and control you. That's what they want. I feel like we're all going back into slavery. Harriet Tubman didn't run and free so much slave from the tunnel. She didn't free so much slaves, guys, that we could go take 1,000,000 steps back in an environment that's supposed to be so advanced. The more we get advanced, the stupider we're getting, because we're dependent on these we're dependent on these computers. It's like controlling us, and it's just so crazy how people are conducting themselves these days. We give somebody a car, and it's their responsibility to get from one location to the next location. But when they have road rage, it's shooting on the highway, it's crashing people's car. They're not thinking. Just today, I was seeing a 9-year-old young lady was driving with her family on the highway. And it was a shooting because it was 2 road rage people, and they're the ones that got caught in a conflict. This little young girl, 9 years old, didn't even begin her life yet, lost her life. Okay, so what's the solution, guys? People listening to my voice right now. What is the solution? Should the death penalty come back in place? Is that how far we have to go back to? Because society is it's just out of control, guys. And I really, really, to the depth of my soul, think this is spiritual. I feel like the only way we could fight this is going into the family, healing each one of ourselves. The family unit has to be healed. If not, it's going to spill into society. You're going to have a chaotic society, guys. First, it starts with a prayer. Open up the Bible. Let the words direct your step. I know a lot of people think they don't believe in the Bible, but if you open it as the instructions of life in the Bible and how we're supposed to conduct ourselves, it's very hurtful to know that with the weather changing and everything, these kids can't go to the park by themselves. You know what I mean? Like if they have a younger brother or sister, when I was growing up, we could go to the park and enjoy our life. The worst thing that was going to happen on the playground was we're going to get into a fight. and nobody wasn't going to jump in because that was considered being a punk. But now, if somebody come to fight somebody one-on-one, the whole group is going to jump one person. It's just so cowardly what's going on out here in society. We need to start supporting each other, start loving each other, because it's just affecting the whole race as a whole, guys. We got to love each other. What are we teaching the young kids? What are we teaching them? It's just so sad. I just had to come on. That young girl, like I said, that sparked my interest to come and do a live because I just wanted to make sure she was safe. You know? It's really sad. Husbands killing husband, husband killing wives, wives killing wives. Kids can't go to the playground. You can't even travel on the train in peace. People are being raped on the train and it's A-okay. Nobody gets involved because they're so scared. But where are the leaders in our community? Instead of waiting for the government to come in and get involved, we need some men, we need some leaders. And it starts with the pops too. The fathers, the grandfathers, we need you guys. The mothers can't do it on their own. Obviously, the mothers can't do it on their own. It's good. We're doing a good job. We're out here, we're working, we're trying to take care of these kids, but we need the fathers to get involved. While you're out building up another household, you need to look back and make sure your household is okay. Or stay in your household and make sure your kids is okay. Make sure your family, your legacy carries on. It's just so bad, guys. It's so bad. These broken homes. Look what it's producing. And on top of that, if you guys didn't hear what the president is now doing, the president of the United States is now doing, Sleepy Joe. What Sleepy Joe is now doing, he's giving you guys, instead of crock pipes, he's giving, you know those little smoke filter things that everybody's smoking now? He's legally going to give it to them. Okay? What is going to happen? Watch, look and learn, guys. Look and learn what's going to happen out here in society. Go and look at Sleepy Joe's new plan for our community, because I'm sure it's not going to go into the suburban neighborhood. It's going to spill out into the hood. Okay? We're the test dummies. Y'all better wake up. You got to wake up, guys. Wake up. Please wake up out of this dream that you guys... It's like we're living in slavery all over again. We're doing it to ourselves. A lot of people say, oh, back in the days when it was slavery, you know, people used to say, oh, people now living, they will say, oh, I don't know how come they didn't get free. I didn't know how come they didn't get free. How come they were controlled by the oppressors? But look, you oppressing yourself right now. Okay? You don't want to go to school. You don't want to get an education because when you go to school, all you want to do is bully people, fight, shoot. You can't even go to the mall in peace these days. Recently, you have these young black boys going into the malls, breaking the cases, trying to get jury out of the cases, shooting up the malls. Where can you go in peace? Is that how you guys really want to live? Well, if this continue, we're not going to get no respect in our neighborhood. Black people, Hispanic people, brown people, we're not going to get no respect. They're really going to treat us like slaves because look how we're treating ourselves. Again, this all starts within the home and this starts with each individual person. And I know I'm just a little part of the puzzle, but I'm telling you, we got to get ourselves together. Men, step up to the plate. Stop being little boys, step up to the plate, let's get it. We need some leaders in our community. We need you guys to take it to the basketball court, get these kids on the basketball court and start talking to them. Letting them know the violence can't continue. If they put the guns in our neighborhood, you don't have to go pick up the gun. They didn't give it to you to go pick up and shoot each other. Are you dumb? Come on, guys, wake up. All right, so that's enough for my video, guys. I just really wanted to come out and rant. I just got up. And I got up because I heard the lady just screaming and asking the guy to leave her alone. What's going to happen to even like just a regular relationship? What, when you can't control somebody, just going to kill them? Is that the norm that we want to live in now? You just too afraid to even get involved with anybody? You don't even want to get involved in any relationship at all, because you're going to get death? Seriously? Come on, guys. Anyway, drop your comments right here, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you guys feel about the current way we're living in society? And what are you as an individual going to do about it? That's my question for you guys this morning. Have a great day.